Truly is another great morning right here on the Bogart Morning Show. The name's Ronny Drizz, extraordinary DJ. Oh wow, what an exciting morning, man. Monday is out the best. And the name of the show is the Bogart Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. It's another exciting week ahead of us. And it was an exciting weekend as well, considering that it was a bit warm and we're getting warmer, but we're still got our eye out for that last winter. That one that kicks, it just hits you and you don't even know what's going on. But yeah, we're definitely going to be waiting for that one there. Right, how you guys doing this morning?
I'm good. Traffic was annoying.
Yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot. The school's open. What's happening?
The schools are open.
They are open now?
Are they?
Yeah, they should.
Guys,
be.
I'm sorry, I left school a long time ago. I live in a different world now. Especially with the COVID, it also mixed up the whole dates of the of school and everything. I've even got lost west.
Yeah, I never really know when schools are open or when they're closing. Like I get confused. But yeah, I monitor with the traffic. Then schools are definitely.
I also definitely monitor with the traffic. Yeah, because the traffic sometimes.
Sometimes it's quiet.
Because when the children are not going to school, the traffic is a bit less. I don't know how. Maybe it's the drop-off zones or whatever they have going on, whatever it is. But we're definitely going to be covering a lot of stories right here on the morning show. In case you missed it, we've got some new border control stamps. SA is cracking down on those fraud passports. We're going to be talking about that as well. In the news, the U.S. tariffs hits SA companies hard. There's a young $750 million contract losses in there. Sure. Yeah, I'm calling it young because, sometimes you got to deceive. You got to say things into the universe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think he knew exactly the impact him raising the tariffs?
No, they know.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
Trust me. That they know. That they know. But yeah, man, we're going to be covering a lot of things. I'm going to be coming back with some did you know that facts and Bogart man once said. And we're going to be talking about a lot of things when we come back. But this is the Bogart Morning Show. This is the Bogart Morning Show. Once again, it's time for a Bogart Man Once Said. Some wise words from the Bogart Man. Today it says, be kind to yourself. You are doing the best you can with what you know right now. Because, sometimes in life, we just figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
That is the honest truth.
Yeah.
As an adult, I still feel like I'm 20 years old. I'm 19 years old. I don't know. Nothing has changed.
21.
I don't know why. I don't know why. It seems like up to that point, nothing has changed.
Yeah.
So I keep feeling the same way, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's like I've been figuring it out each and every day. Yeah. Unlike before, a lot of things which you change is to do this.
You felt the changes, nah?
But now it's just like from 1920, it was just like, okay, now we're just in this phase and it's happening, something like that. But life doesn't come with the manual anyway, so that's good. And sometimes we only realize the lesson after the mistake has happened.
That's true, and that's painful, but it's true.
Yeah, which goes to a saying that I was saying off air just now. Rome was built on mistakes. And somebody was afraid to do something. Yeah. But obviously that's not the saying, but it's a saying that I say. So
and it's a good saying.
Yeah, you know? I'm sure they had mistakes. I'm sure.
Of course. Everything is built on mistakes. I mean, popcorn was discovered because a mistake happened. So many things were discovered due to. Yeah, apparently it fell in the fire, like corn fell in the fire or something. And you were like, oh, okay. Apparently, I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
But I've read a few things that show that so many things were established just due to mistakes.
I'm sure that humans drinking cow's milk was also discovered by
you
mistake.
Understand? Like some things I feel like they were just like a mistake.
That one raises more questions. Let's just leave it here, okay? I'm just saying, But yeah, grace, is given to others, but the more importantly, give it to yourself. Yourself too, which is like the number one thing. Because so be kind to yourself, man. It's not that bad out there.
You need to
everybody's winging it.
Yeah, everyone is winging it. Even though everyone is you're looking at them and you feel like, oh my gosh, they probably have it all figured out. No one has. No one does.
Nobody does.
There's
Nobody
this fun saying on social media where you're in a situation and you think, I need an adult, and you realize you are the adult.
Yeah.
Then you're like, I need an adultier adult.
I told you, I still feel everyone feels like they're a child. I just read a quote this morning, the way it says, every adult wishes they could go back into time which is like the home that they're at.
Yeah.
Like the home you grew up in.
Yes.
You still feel like you want to go back, but you can't go back.
There, but you can't.
Because that's the past. That's never happened. Every adult feels that way.
And our parents warned us. They told us, you're gonna grow up and it's not gonna be nice. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the problems you have now. These problems of homework and just going to sports day and just enjoy it, because now you have bills. Yeah.
Now it's like, you're like, I don't want that freedom. I don't care. Oh, you want the freedom. Oh, okay. No, you're going to get the freedom. Nice and easy. Yeah, but that's it for the Bogart man once said. Some wise men from a Bogart man there. The time is exactly 27 minutes past of 9 o'clock. When we come back, we're definitely going to let you know on some sounds of Did You Know That? The Bogart Morning Show. The time is exactly 9:37 right here on Bogart Radio. It's quite an amazing weather outside, like I mentioned before, man. Exciting things happening. It's time for Do You Know That, where we share with you some fascinating facts and something that you probably did not know. And today's one, it's particularly something a bit closer to home. So the fun fact goes like, the perfume was once more important than bathing.
That's just wrong.
Okay. So you'd rather look dirty but smell good.
I'm just saying.
The 17th century, by the way.
The northern hemisphere people.
Yeah,
the northern hemisphere, because in the other side it wasn't even a thing. I don't think it was. It wasn't even invented at all down here in Africa, man. So in the 17th century, France especially, at the court of Vaseline. Oh, so this is when like Vaseline was like made.
Versailles is a place.
Versailles. Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's interesting. People believed that bathing could actually make you sick. They thought water opened up the pores and let diseases sweep in.
Wow.
The pores of your skin.
Who is coming up with these concepts?
The French people. Okay, but so instead of washing or bathing, they layered heavy perfumes to mask the smell. Cleanliness was basically centered denial. Like, guys, I don't know who was visiting France those times, but yeah, man. But it's quite
the same people that used to like powder their wigs, and put perfume in their wigs.
The same people
instead of washing and shampooing.
The northern hemisphere people.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
No, I'm so happy I wasn't born in certain times and I wasn't born in certain tribes, or I'm happy I'm black. I am happy I'm South African and I'm black and I'm Zanzi, because I don't think we were in the 17th centuries. We were probably dipping in those dams and waterfalls and lakes and buckets. We were washing. Yeah. We were cleaning ourselves.
I can tell you that right now.
No way.
But one thing I know, the English used to bath because they loved water.
Oh, the English love water.
They definitely love water.
Nah.
Do you know that it's actually the Africans that went to England, like Europe, and taught them about the kraal? Like, don't sleep in the same house as your animals. It's not safe. Have a kraal separate for your animals and live in a house separately from them.
Yeah, because people used to die fast, and probably helped them not to die fast because the diseases were spreading faster.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reison why the plague was in a certain area.
In a certain area all the time. Sure.
Yeah, because most diseases were quick to be spread by animals as well, eh? Like rats, especially rats.
Yes.
I don't know, rats.
Yes.
They're the ones that actually spread the bubonic plague.
Yeah, you're right, man. But anyways, yeah, man. So that's it. Fascinating. Did you know that fact for today?
I have another one for Siphesihle.
Yeah, it's a fascinating one.
I think you will
throw it at me.
I think you will love this one. So false eyelashes were actually invented for film and not for beauty reasons.
How?
Yeah. So back then,
go deeper.
we used to have these black and white films, right? So for example, the woman in real life would be wearing green lipstick, but when it shows up on camera, on the black and white camera, it will look like a red lipstick, so to say. So there's this director, D.W. Griffith, in 1916, who was busy filming a movie called Intolerance, and he wanted this actress Sina Owen to have lashes, like really long lashes, so that her eyes looked more expressive. So he actually hired this wig maker and told her to make fake lashes. So she took human hair and handcrafted. She made eyelashes and put it on this actress.
Wow.
And when people saw the movie, they're like, wow, look at her eyes.
Eyelashes,
How did you do that? And boom, birth of eyelashes.
Wow. And this was in the 1916. My goodness.
So
I love that.
That's dude crazy. Came up with the idea of fake eyelashes.
It wasn't even it was due for expression. Like maybe for her, when she, of course, when you're acting, you have these exaggerated facial expressions you need to make. So they wanted to make sure that, wow, I love that.
Guys, if you look good, you look good, okay? If it was looking good on camera, you also want to look good on camera. You also want to look good in real life.
That's a perfect point.
Because just, if I see a Bogart man on TV, I'm going to say, yo, man, I want to go buy to the Bogart man shop and buy that. Because it makes me look good.
It makes me feel good. And I want to rock it in my everyday life.
So it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. If it looks good on TV, you'll be like, yeah, but the eyelashes are not like that.
Yeah.
But if I just put on the eyelashes, I'll also be
like that.
Yeah, man. Just to speak about perfumes, you definitely want to go grab a perfume in the Bogart Man shop. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4 colognes that we have. So we got the bronze, we got the Zen cologne, then we got the black cologne, which is also my favorite, and then we got the white cologne. The white cologne just looks excellent.
If you want to smell like Roberto, go for the white one.
Oh, he smells that one. Okay. Oh, now we know his secret. Yeah, now we know the secret.
Yeah, but I thought it was public knowledge.
No, I thought saying secret.
We didn't know that that's the one that smells like that one. But it just looks so elegant, the white one, guys.
So elegant.
Yeah,
it's giving heaven. It's giving, ooh.
And if you want to see the adverts of these ones, you can definitely head over to our social media at Bogart Man across all social media platforms just to get a little bit of more information. And also, you can definitely visit www.bogartman.com. It's going to be there. It's going to be an exciting one. You might want to place your order right now, man. Right, moving on. When we come back, we're definitely going to dive into the day's ndabas, which is what's happening around the world and also closer to home. And we've got some alleged stories as well that we're going to be letting you know. We don't know whether it's true or not, but you guys are going to let us know whether it's true or not, And don't forget to download the Bogart Radio app and tune into the chat, on the morning chat. Let's have a chat. I want to know what you guys think. I don't know what you guys think about the facts that we just laid on you and also what we are having a chat on. So, Jazzworks and his friend, allegedly, they were kidnapped and the studio equipment was stolen as well. Last night, I think the night before, they were kidnapped and all their studio equipment was stolen in a targeted attack. According to Tukutela, Tukutela is one of the leading of this three-step movement that is happening. The jewel was found just over 2 hours ago and they're currently receiving treatment in hospital for minor head injuries. So Tukutela reviewed that the kidnapper specifically demanded their computer which I'll tell you why I'm laughing later on, which contained all their work, indicating a calculated, deliberate act. Unfortunately, all their studio equipment and hard work were taken during the incident. Sure. Authorities are investigating the case as the music community relies behind Jazzworks during the difficult times. Right. So let me tell you why I was laughing.
Yeah.
When they said, I was just like suspects, obviously. Police says suspects. Yes. But there's also online suspects.
There's online suspects.
Yeah, online suspects, like, as our Twitter investigators.
Yes.
We all know who the first suspect is. We're not saying it's him. Yeah, we're not saying it's him, but we're just saying it can be also a mafia down there in the music industry, you know?
Yeah.
Because, obviously the Amapiano guy, there's only one guy who's leading Amapiano, like he's the king. So you'll be like, these guys are coming hard. Let me go and raid their studios.
Hectic. Really? Let me prevent them from releasing. They can't drop this 3-step. Spring is coming.
Yeah, because it's taking over, hey?
I don't think so, guys. I have a different take.
Which is?
I just feel like, depending on where they stay, I don't know where it is that they stay, but I just feel like sometimes there's just a lot of hate that you don't even suspect. It can be someone so close to you. This can be family, it can be friends, it can really be anybody.
Why would they want the computer? What are they going to do?
No. I hear the points in terms of what do they do, but of course these people are making money. Besides the music part, these people's lives are changing. They're making money. They're doing so well for themselves. So anyone can be jealous and anyone can want to sabotage their success. Besides the fact that, of course, it's the music that's been taken and the equipment that's been taken. And let me stop you from making money and getting bookings and changing your life.
Or let us stop you because you are the leader in this movement of things that are taking over.
Fair,
you want to sabotage it. I don't know.
Fair.
I'm just saying.
Nah?
I'm just saying,
Yeah, no, guys. The suspect list, it's going to grow.
And we do have some sad news that we just received just now, man. But we're going to take that all up until when we come back. When we come back, definitely we're going to do that. Incredible sounds from Celine Dion. This one here is called I'm Alive, man. I was telling the guys here that if you don't know this song here, I don't know which earth you've been living on. Maybe it's Earth 2.0. Maybe it's actually another dimension. We don't know. But this song is just an incredible song. And what a nice throwback as well.
Yeah, proper throwback. Actually, the rumors are circulating online that Celine Dion had passed away. So we just had to play that song to remind you that she is very much alive. Of course, this came out of rumors. This came out of rumors that were circulating throughout social media. Celine Dion still continues to battle a stiff person syndrome despite online death hoax. Of course, Celine Dion has become the latest target of a viral death hoax that, of course, are circulating online as misleading videos are falsely claiming that the singer has passed away. Of course, it has been circulating in early parts of August this year. Of course, these videos have heavily been edited. Of course, and quite AI, your favorite friend. It's out here doing the devil's work again over time.
Mischievous. AI is very mischievous.
But for all those Celine Dion fans that are out there and wondering how our legendary singer has passed on, no, she's still very much alive. Just dealing with the syndrome that seems to be crippling her as things stand. But she's still very much alive.
Yeah, man, incredible, man. AI and the dangers that it causes. I'm not saying it's dangerous, but we had to speak on behalf of Celine Dion and say, play a song, I'm alive. Just to remind people that there's the proof of life. But anyways, moving on to other things, man. Other news that's happening across the world, man, and across the board. Right here at home, we've got a fascinating one. At least the government is working, and because we're always criticizing them of not working, or maybe they just, slipping, I guess is the right word we can use. The new border control stamp system that they have. So SA has cracked down on passport fraud. So South African Border Management Authority is stepping up their game. Starting at the 1st of August 2025, the Border Control will roll out a new high security stamp to replace the old one, easily forged ones that will have been rampantly misused in the past few months, especially in the recent months. There's been a higher number of those that have just been caught, which is like fake passports and stuff like that. So the move is aimed at crumbling the passport fraud and illegal border activities, which is I hope they're going to do a lot. I think there was a show called that we also posted earlier on with the Minister of Finance that we were interviewing, and he did say that this is actually coming into place, and the system is going to bring a lot of changes to the border control system as well. It's actually quite nice, man. So
I personally think it's a good move. There's a lot of issues that have come out from the border patrol management. Some of it are saying that they don't have the necessary equipment that allows them to track illegal entry into the country. And some of the other equipment, over and above the technological advancements that BMW, what they're referring to this BMA,
the border management control
BMA rather,
or authorities.
So I think over and above the technology that have been put in, there was also a big cry for drones. At least so you could have drones that allows them.
They're actually coming, eh? The minister did say they are coming in the interview we had earlier on with them. But yeah, man. So if you ever cross the border, you will know how important that the little stamp in your passport is wherever in the world you cross. Because if you don't have that, if you don't stamp that passport by the airport, any border, you've been in trouble. In fact, your whole life just crumbles down, But yeah, man. But now imagine someone copying it. That's been happening a lot lately. These new stamps are part of the national clampdown on security loopholes in South Africa.
Sure.
But yeah, man, I believe this is gonna change a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of imports and just illegal immigrants as well. just to control that whole situation. I hope they control it, and I hope that politics and what do you call it, fraud? No, bribes.
Corruption.
Corruption.
That's the word you're looking for.
That's the word I'm looking for. It just encompasses everything.
Yeah.
But yes, corruption will not affect this new system, man. I really hope so too. Man. So the new stamps obviously were developed in collaboration with the government printing works and the feature of the BMA logo plus other hidden security features that you're not going to know, hey? But when we come back, obviously we're just going to head over to the world and we go to the international news. We've got some exciting ones.
Just before we carry on, just to give you guys some insight as to what's going on here in studio, you might be wondering, why is Siphesihle so quiet these days, this morning on the mic? It's because we put her out in the deep end. She's currently swimming right now on the control board. So she's trying to find a way and try to understand how all these buttons work. But she's seeing flames. But
I'm sure she's surviving. Are you surviving?
There's an extinguisher somewhere.
I'm with everyone's help, I'm surviving. I'm figuring out the buttons. So, it's nice. I'm enjoying it though.
Yeah. All right. I'm enjoying this other side of this.
Yeah, I can see. I want to come back to my seats, please.
I can really talk here. I can really talk and look at all these things, and it's just incredible. Yeah, but
you're holding it down. You're holding it really properly. I just want to give you guys some insight as far as our sporting headlines are concerned. We're coming out of a big weekend of sports, of course. It's been waffle time out in South Africa as the MTN8 tournament is currently underway, and the draw took place yesterday. I'll give you an insight as to what to look forward in that sense. Formula One is really heating up, of course, as McLaren are sitting fine and dandy at the top of the Formula One drivers standing. Interesting times for football. Of course, the football season, as far as domestic football is concerned, is just about 2 weeks away. So everybody's really excited about that and getting the favorite team's t-shirts bought and paid for already. I'll give you more insights at around 10:30.
I was about to... okay, cool. I think we can come back. I was about to say something about Max... no, not Max Verstappen. What's the new Ferrari driver?
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
I think Lewis Hamilton has done a lot for Formula One. I think he's bigger than Formula One.
Don't tell me you also believe he should retire.
No, I don't believe. What? No. I don't believe that. Okay. I don't believe that. I just think he's just bigger than Formula One. Like his brand, like people would know him before they know Formula One. What Formula One is about, you know. Yeah. And that's incredible.
And that's actually one thing that everyone's criticizing him for now. They're saying you're focused on everything else but Formula One. What we're paying you for, you're worried about other things.
But he's putting Formula One out there because now there's a lot of people who just like his brand because him as a brand. And obviously to bring more eyes to Formula One, not that they needed it, you know.
No, so it's also exposed the different markets to Formula One, especially the black markets. A lot of black people are sort of following Formula One because of Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah,
never mind, true.
You know. So he has gone a lot of interest from people that never used to watch Formula One, but just because there's a black driver in the Formula One roster, there's almost like an inclination to watch it.
Yeah.
But like
he's just cool. The main guy is just cool. You know?
Why are you not worried about what we're paying you for? You're worried about fashion shows. You're worried about world economies. About bringing effort together. But we're paying you to be a Formula One
brand
driver.
Ambassador to some other things.
The main job, we're not doing it.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. Shout out to him for bringing it. Bogart Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. The name is Ronny J. Drizz, extraordinary DJ. Here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 up until 11 with nothing about exciting conversations that are happening here, man. Yes, right. Sir. Speaking of exciting conversations, what we got?
Yeah. There's some interesting stuff coming out of the news. Of course, we gave you some insight as far as our local news was concerned. But in international news, the Trump administration seems to put on more tariffs that are affecting other countries, more specifically out here in South Africa, where, of course, a South African company, Jada Mark Automation, based in Gqeberha, just lost a staggering 750 million rand in contracts due to the new US tariffs. Of course, these tariffs will impose a 30% tax on certain South African goods with the potential for more increases if the current US leadership is re-elected. Sounds like we're in for a long haul here, no?
No, definitely a long one.
Yeah, just to give you an insight as
to why would it... but how does it directly get affected? Does that mean like it exports its goods to America? Or?
So exporting the goods to America, Donald Trump is charging more money for those goods to be put into America because these are not authentically American goods. Remember, Donald Trump's mandate is to make America great again. And how do you make America great again?
America products.
Yeah, push American products.
But they're not made in America.
They don't have American. That's the biggest problem. Most of the products are not made in America. Those are made.
Wait, let me get this straight. So Donald Trump is trying to force us to make him America great with our products. And make us pay him to give. Wait, that's like
no, but so his point is
so he's like the government of the world. That's basically what it means. Like we have to pay tax to him. Like
He just wants to encourage, like how we are in South Africa when we're always punting proudly South African. That's exactly what Donald Trump is trying to do. He's trying to punt proudly American things. But like you say,
we're already buying the iPhones.
There are very
what
few
else
things.
does it need? What else does it need? I mean, it's crazy. And the iPhones are not even made in South Africa, in America. Yeah. Wow.
So just give you an insight as to why does this Jeddah Mark news may have so much, why does it matter so much? Of course, Jeddah Mark supplies automated assembly lines and software to the major car manufacturers such as Ford, BMW, as well as Mercedes. Of course, the cost contracts threatens 500 jobs at Jeddah Mark, and of course, 3,000 jobs in the local supply chain. So already locally, we're looking at the effects it has. Never mind the the global economic factors, economic impacts it will have. But of course, we know unemployment is a big concern out here in South Africa, and the fact that such companies that we probably never even heard of are now sitting up and sitting perhaps in a way to lose 3,000 jobs. That on its own is already contributing to the ailing unemployment rate that we have in South Africa. And I think my biggest concern is other countries will sit down. Yes, I understand other countries have their own economic issues, but sometimes you need to be able to consider, and like for instance, if you look at the citrus or the vitamin C exports, where we're possibly the biggest exports in the world to European countries, and with the tariffs going up now, and farmers are sitting and thinking, but now we have all the citrus fruits that we've farmed and harvested during the course of winter, and in our summer season we were meant to send them away. There are all these tariffs that have come, and now we can't send them away. So now we sit here with oranges and nachis that will just go stale. Where our biggest market, which is of course the international European market, can't receive these items because of such a high tariff.
But it's only America which got the tariffs on us, right?
It's only America, but obviously the tariffs affect how the goods go into other countries as well. Other European countries. So it's not just America affecting South Africa or Africa. It's America affecting Africa as a whole in terms of importing certain goods. So it's not just a one-off thing. If you, it's what do you call it? A domino effect. You put tariffs on certain products. Other products tariffs will need to go up just so you can compensate on the amount of money that you've lost on the tariffs that we increased on various products. So I think it's very difficult. Also, you can't blame Donald Trump. He is the president. He does have his own mandate. He has his own idea of how he wants to run his presidential term, and
I need to investigate
things. It's not running the way the world wants it to run. It's running the way Donald Trump wants it to run.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to be the world government, of which they are. But I'm just saying that what if we just all stop supplying them?
So I think that's where the G20.
That's a
good question.
See the whole G20 seminar that's happening right there. That's where it all comes in. Trying to find economical ways of how to import and export goods without having to deal with the impacts of tariffs, and just finding ways of how how the countries that are involved in the G20 can trade with each other without feeling as if one country is benefiting more than the other. So I think when the G20 conference comes, we'll have an idea of where we're going economically, where we're going as far as our trade, our worldwide trade is concerned. Maybe just there might be some lifeline for South Africa.
Isn't he scared that he'll be boycotted?
Donald Trump? Scared of
he's not scared of anyone.
This guy was already saying, is he still coming to the G20? Because I think he didn't want to come because obviously we were going to discuss on how to not export goods to him. So I think that's the main reason he didn't want to come.
But the one thing I must give kudos to him is obviously a side topic. They introduced this fitness program in the States where it's mandatory for people in the States to go through a fitness program of some sort. We know they do have the biggest, they do have one of the largest obesity numbers or stats in the world. So it only makes sense. At some point, he is trying to make make America great. But in that, there's detriment to the rest of the world. The rest of the world does suffer. The greater America becomes, the greater we suffer.
That's like an indirect attack.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you want the rest of the world to just crumble.
Sure.
If you look at it, it's like in another world, he's not attacking nuclear bombs anymore because he can't do that and he can't use his army. So it's like economically he can't use because the dollar is also falling. So he was like, you know what, we're gonna raise the tariffs. Wow. Anyways, that's let me hear your thoughts. Download the Bogart Radio app as well, and let's chat on the morning tab as well, man. When we come back, we're definitely gonna head over to social etiquette. On the Mondays, we do this every time.
Top of the morning from the sports desk. Let's take a quick look at our sporting headlines for this morning, starting off with what took place at the Hungary Ring out in Hungary, with the Hungarian Grand Prix taking place this weekend. It was a 1-2 finish for McLaren. As things stand, McLaren have made it to this past weekend's victory was the 200th victory as far as the Grand Prix appearance is concerned for the British car manufacturer. Of course, things are looking nice for Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri at the top of the drivers standing in that case. Of course, it seems to be a good weekend for Britain altogether. As of course, George Russell also managed to get a third place podium finish in that regard. Of course, making it a 1-2 finish for McLaren, and a third one for Mercedes coming in and rounding up that podium finish. As things stand, it's almost a foregone conclusion that McLaren might just come out victorious as far as the Drivers' Championship is concerned, and possibly the Constructors' Championship as well. But we'll see how things unfold. Of course, as things are looking now, they are pretty much the team to beat out at the top of the drivers' standing. As well as constructors standing as well. And then to take a shift of what's going on in the world of football, starting out in local football. Of course, it was Wafa weekend, and it did not fail to deliver as the last man standing, or maybe not the last man standing just yet, but we're currently down to 4 men standing, 4 men referring to 4 teams standing as far as Wafa tournaments concerning the MTN 8 tournaments. Just give an insight of some of the results that took place in the course of this weekend. Sekhukhune United locked horns against TS Galaxy. They came out with a 3-2 victory in that encounter, ensuring that Babina Nanko have qualified for the next round of the tournament. Orlando Pirates put on a MasterChef performance as they beat Polokwane City 2-0. Of course, Oswin Apollos was the catalyst in that match. We do know that, of course, Oswin Apollos is a former Polokwane City player, and he definitely said his farewells goodbye with that team with a wonderful performance. And then some of the 2 more matches that took place yesterday that of course saw Mamelodi Sundowns, they took on the Rich Boys of Natal in Richards Bay FC. For Sundowns coming out the 4-0 drubbing of the Natal Boys. Stellenbosch Football Club also took on Amazulu, and they came out with a 3-2 victory over Amazulu. The draw took place immediately after the match against after the Mamelodi Sundowns match last night, and it set up a fantastic draw. All the Mamelodi Sundowns, as well as the Orlando Pirates fans, are right now biting their nose and thinking, why? This is the final before the final. We wanted this coming in the final, but yeah, as the football gods would have it, it worked out favourable for the other 2 teams, that of course being Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune United. So just to confirm again with you guys, as far as the quarterfinals, as far as the semi-finals rather, for the MTN 8 Wafa tournament is concerned, Mamelodi Sundowns will lock horns against Orlando Pirates out at the Orlando Stadium, and of course Stellenbosch Football Club will welcome Sekhukhune United at the Danny Craven Stadium. These matches are set to take place in about 2 weeks' time. Venues are almost confirmed, but times will also be confirmed in due course. And that's pretty much my insight for sports this morning. Of course, back again between 9 and 11 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Until then, that's what I've said.
Starless Rhythm. This is... Wow, that was loud. Okay. Starless Rhythm right here on the... I'm sorry, I thought I was sitting on the thing. I thought the music was going to come in. It's just the way I wanted it. Like I said, Starless Rhythm. This is the Bogart Morning Show. I trust that you're having a fantastic morning, man. And I just want to give a shout out to our new Eastgate shop. It's been amazing. Have you been there?
No, I haven't. It's actually quite embarrassing. So
no, I was there this weekend.
So ashamed of myself.
No, trust me, man. It's new and
it's
improved. The look is amazing. Yeah, Papa D and the team and the whole team just did an incredible job.
No, shout out to them, man.
It's definitely incredible. Shout out. I hope they're listening right now, man, because I know the other gents in the shop, they downloaded the app yesterday. So if they are live, to show us proof of life, they must go into the Bogart Radio app and give us a kudos on the morning show, because definitely we are talking about you. But the shop is incredible. It's not like before, because before it was small, but now it's big.
Oh, they've made it bigger.
Elegant, yes.
Oh, nice.
They've shifted actually from where they were into a new shop. So that's why it's so incredible. And
I think it's amazing, considering the renovations that Eastgate as a mall themselves went through. It only makes sense that we also get a bigger shop, considering that we're expecting more customers to walk into our stores. So yeah, shout out to everybody out in the Eastgate store. I do hope you guys will make the necessary sales. We are still in month end, so people do still have that chankura. Trying to get it out their pockets.
Yeah, man, just to connect with us, man. Okay, cool. Incredible stuff. It's time for a Monday Etiquette. We do this every Monday, where we just give you some insights on how to act and behave around people, man. Let's talk about the little things that makes a difference when navigating social spaces, whether it's at the office or social media, especially social media. Yo, that one, I think it needs the full.
They need a whole course.
Crash a whole course, you know. Yeah, or just maybe at a family gathering on the weekend. And this one we're talking about text messaging. Today's quick one. You can also respond on the Bogart Radio app just to let us know what you think. So, responding to messages, even briefly. Ignoring a text message or a DM can come across as a dismissive, or even just busy, or when you're busy or tired. So just giving across the wrong vibe. A simple, got your message, we'll get back to you later. Just let the person know that you're not ignoring them. Just so that also the communication is respectful and is clear. To say, look, man, I'm just a bit busy right now, got your text message, let's do this. I personally, I'm a victim of this because I do not reply to text messages, guys. I don't want to lie because of several reasons. But before I get into those reasons, before I do myself as a bad guy, I just want to say
now we know.
I just want to say, Tapelo, obviously he was off, so we sent him messages. Funny enough, we are just speaking about it just now. We send him messages. Then I'm like, you don't like your phone, you didn't reply to our message. Of which the people who do ignore messages, they're the first ones to say, you're ignoring my message.
Before you find out your own bad.
I found out I'm having a test of my own medicine. And it's not nice, you know what I mean? So he was like, guys, I wasn't at work. I wasn't at work. So I didn't see your message. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So sometimes, they don't see your messages. So also the people who are sending the text message, they must also know whether this person is at work. I think it's part of the etiquette.
Gives me an issue. It's the fact that you don't have power to respond to my message, but you have power to put on a status. Like, I know, it's different energy.
That's your indication.
That's me. This one, like, I'm going to call you, hey? I'm going to call you because you don't have energy.
Like a lot of people send me that.
It's like you don't have energy
my
to
defense,
respond.
My defense, I wouldn't win WhatsApp. In my defense, there's what do you call it? I can update my status from Instagram. You don't know.
Fair.
Yeah, because I always update my status.
Yeah, you're running around the bush. We see you now.
That one's not a valid one.
No, you know why I think it's valid? I think it is valid because you're not really paying attention to the messages since you're uploading from Instagram. But still,
you're not.
I still have a problem.
When you're scrolling through your phone, you'll see that WhatsApp icon. It will say 450 unread messages.
And it's there.
And you're ignoring it purposely.
It is there.
In fact, you've even archived most of them. They're sitting there in archive purposely. Like, this one, I don't need to reply. Archive.
So I think WhatsApp should have an auto reply. Does it have one?
I think it does.
Yeah, it does.
On the business side.
On the business side.
On the business side. No, you should have a private as well.
I think
so that because now it's like we're ignoring people.
But you know what I think in terms of text etiquette, I think it comes down to the person that's texting you and what they're texting you about. That's why a lot of people tend to get ignored for their messages. I know with you and I, whenever we speak, and every time I pop a message to Ronny, it's immediately within a few seconds you read. Same would apply with me. It just depends on the person, on the relationship you have with that person.
That's true.
I think if you go as far as Instagram is concerned, with the DM narrative, we went a little bit overboard where somebody would DM you, and I think in recent times, ladies have gone to the point of saying, if you're not going to DM and ask for my bank account, don't DM me.
Don't DM me.
If you're going to DM me and say hi, I don't want your hi.
Good matters.
That matter. Let the matters matter. And I think that's the concern. That's where we've come nowadays. If you're going to text me to the point. Don't just say hi, how are you, and wait for me to respond and say I'm okay, and then we dive into conversation. Some people don't have time for that. Some people don't want to engage in those kind of conversations. So I think as far as text etiquette is concerned, maybe just getting straight to the point. As we are in a time of instant gratification, and people want to be gratified immediately. After they've sent a text, after they receive the text, it needs to be an instant response. So I think getting into that mindset almost allows you to prepare yourself for rejection in terms of the person not responding, or just getting an acceptance from
sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes it's just overwhelming. We are so much glued to our phones for a very long time because now it's overwhelming in a sense that you get tired. It's because you're looking at it and you don't realize I think that's the reason why now you reply to somebody, you put urgencies into the replies, because I would reply to him because I know it's something urgent, the relationship, like you said, because sometimes that's how you gauge people. I mean, you quantify people regarding that. Not that if I don't reply to you directly, there are times that like literally I'm not on my phone and I get to see Rob's message an hour later, because sometimes you need to be away from the phone or whatever it is. But to be honest with you, it's because you get tired. You just see someone's message, you'll be like, nah, Not today.
Yeah, that's true.
No, not even right now. Not today.
Yeah, not today. That's
true. Not even now. It's not today.
Yeah.
Or maybe not this week.
Yeah.
Like I haven't mentally prepared for you this week or today. Like just give me a chance to mentally prepare.
And I'm sure Tapelo's message was like, you saw it. I was like, not this week. Not this
One
week.
thing about me is I will respond. I will respond, even if it might not be, you send me a message now at 10, I will probably respond to you at 2 or 4, but I will respond because I think I'm so particular with that, because I hold a lot of people accountable that you saw my text, and especially if it's something important. I mean, if I'm just asking you how are you doing and I'm not saying anything, fine, you can respond to me tomorrow or whenever you get the chance. But if I feel like it's something vital, and if I'm very impatient, so if I don't see your response, I call you.
Oh, so you're not there. Your impatience doesn't go to the point where you petty about your impatience.
No.
I believe
you delete
please
the
call
message
me.
or you unsend the message. You're not that person.
It'll stay there. No,
I guess
I'm not
I get to that
I'll
point.
call you.
I will delete and unsend the message. If I'm sending you an important message, or if I'm trying to reach out to you and there's some form of ignorance, and like you say, and I've seen you post status and everything else online, I'm like, really, when I don't have time for let me carry on my life as I was, because I don't have clearly you don't have time for such disturbances. So there's no point in me disturbing you. Let me just retract my message and carry on my life as I was, But I do think it comes down to etiquette. I think just a possible response and saying, hey, listen, not interested. Hey, listen, I'm not coming. Hey, listen, call me later. Those kind of things go a bit of a long way. Even if you don't call later, even if you don't get the call later, at least okay, you're actually somebody that I can get a hold of, somebody I can get in touch with, over and above just letting it linger in the air and no response.
To be honest, I'm gonna get to what she said, which I liked very much. Like, you'd rather call me. I'd rather prefer the call.
Sure.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because I feel like it's much heavier to text.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tired of texting.
Also, messages gets interpreted.
Yes,
misinterpreted.
Exactly. There's that as well.
And I'm gonna get to also, just replying to say, look here, the reason why I don't text, because there's so many text messages
that you get,
and 90% of them are useless things.
Yes.
I'm honest with you. I had a WhatsApp status for about over 10 years, I think. It never changed. Like when you write the status, I think they've changed.
Write something.
It was written. Please don't say hi, don't say what's up, don't say how I'm doing. Don't even ask me how I'm doing.
Get straight to the point.
Sure. Because it was like that for years, and people were like, "Wow, you're rude." I just removed it because people think I'm rude. Then I just wrote my name now.
I think the best thing to do,
because now I was tired. I'm literally tired. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, how are you? And then you're
hi,
like,
how are you?
Good. And then
come on. Like imagine you got like 20 people will text you per day. Now you have to explain to everybody that you're okay, and come on, guys.
I think the best thing to do, especially like you expressed how you feel about that, is say a simple hi, hope you're good, then say what you need.
Sure.
I've learned to do that the past years, and it has worked for me.
In one text.
It has worked for me, because I'm like, how are you? Then you also need to ask me how I'm doing, and then I'm good. So I'll just say, hey, hope you're well. Hey, hope you're good. Then I say, listen, are we still meeting up? Is this still happening? What's going on? Straight to the point. I think that makes life much easier.
I prefer that. But the
I would agree with you with
rude.
the calling. I think with the calling makes more sense, especially if it's work related, if it's finance related, anything else that has to do with your life.
Hey, finance related, please call me. Call me.
And I had one of the models that was speaking to me. I think last week they had a conference, a men's work conference, and he told me, obviously in the process we are arranging certain items, the marketing items that would be at the venue. I was like, listen, bro, I can't text you for these things because I know I need a banner, I know I need waters, I know I need products, I know I need caps and socks and for as giveaways, but I can't text you for those things because those are things that I need desperately for the success of my conference. And then he went on to say there's certain things, be it money, be it clothing, I have to call you so I get the confirmation on the spot, and I know this is what we've committed to, this is what I've committed to in terms of giving and taking. So I think the importance of making a call possibly is something that we tend to ignore now because of the easiness of having to text, and also the text almost avoids the emotion expression.
Yes, exactly.
It puts that all aside, and sometimes in that sense text can get misinterpreted because now you send a text and say, why are you not responding? But on your side it's a cool approach, but on the receiver's end it's like, why are you asking me why I'm not responding? This is my phone. I can do whatever I need to do, it's my device. So sometimes I think
it's your turn.
Until it's your turn. And now you're on the waiting line. So I think text, you always get lost in the emotional misinterpretation. I think having the opportunity to make a call, be a WhatsApp call or a direct call, possibly does a lot more to avoid this text etiquette, or the lack of text etiquette.
I guess is what it is, man. But social etiquette I mean, that's the thing to do. In our fast-paced life, small acts show a great consideration on your part. You know, it helps us maintain strong connections as well, you know.
It does.
And both personally and professionally.
It does. Yes. I have someone who I sometimes feel like they're avoiding calls in a way where it's like, I don't know if you guys know the type of person. A person who... No, not even owing money. It's like when you try and call them, they will never really answer your phone, but they'll always answer your text, but never your phone. Yeah, there are people like that. I have people. Oh, you those type of people, Feroza.
You don't deserve to have a phone.
Text me. Yeah, I know people like that.
So you want us to text you so that you can ignore us? I see you.
I know people like that. Where like, and I'll literally ask, like, okay, why when I'll call you don't answer, but you immediately respond to my text? And this person was once honest that sometimes calls are overwhelming for me. And I'm like,
it is. Probably that person is overwhelmed with calls, you know?
Not necessarily calls, but maybe they overwhelmed.
But I'm sorry, Feroza, we are here with you every day. You don't get any calls, so you have no excuse. I'm sorry.
Right? I just feel like sometimes people just don't want to talk to people. Like, I just don't want to talk to them. It just takes to me.
People go through a lot on a daily basis, having to deal with your boss, having to deal with your spouse, having to deal with things, finance are not going right. And then that you get bombarded with that. You get bombarded. And then out of nowhere, you get a phone call.
Now you get a phone call.
Like I
get it.
And hey, Gogo, now it's not the time. Now it's not the time. I'm dealing with other things. You're calling. And our Gogo's on the other side in the area.
And now you gotta be
this child of mine. I want you to reach out and see how you doing.
Yeah, now you gotta be in a polite mood, like you have
to. Sorry. And now you need to adjust your mood. I think I've had situations like that where I'm not okay, but this is an important phone call, and then it's like I can't answer like hello. I have to be like, oh hi, and I'm just now I had to now tap into that because I'm not okay, and I don't want the person on the other line to pick up that I'm not okay. They will pick it up. So I have to be like, hi, how are you? No, I'm good. Have the conversation. So I respected that person when they said, listen, sometimes calls for me are pretty overwhelming, and I just don't want to chat. So. Drop me a text, I will respond to the text.
Actually, I'm guilty of it. My phone rings, I'll look at it. Chief. Not No, don't worry. Next time you call me, I'll answer.
I know me, I'll always answer.
Yeah, I look at it.
I'll always answer and I'll tell you. Because, because me personally, I respect the call.
Yes.
Rather than the text message.
It just
depends on the person. So I think this etiquette goes both ways, you know what I mean?
Does.
So it depends on how you just treat people.
Yes.
And, it isn't all about being perfect, but just about being mindful.
It is about being mindful.
And that goes a long way, like you said, man. And it's how people experience.
Yeah.
You as a person.
But then just to throw in a bit of a curveball there quickly, guys, how do you then feel about people that say, like, rather call me than visit me? Like, why are you coming? Now
visiting.
That's tricky.
Please stay where you are. Please.
Really, guys?
We've got phones. Okay.
You can't just.
So you can't just.
Guys, now when you call me, then I can't even lie to you that I don't want to go out. No, I'm watching Netflix. Come on, this is my Netflix. I need the Netflix.
Yeah.
That's me outside my apartment. Yeah. Bro, are you home? But you're standing outside my car. You're asking me if I'm home.
Yes.
Now you're gonna hear now you're gonna hear things that you don't want to hear.
I'll tell you, I'm not home. He's like, no, I'm standing outside
your car.
I'm outside your car.
Yeah, no, they picked me up.
They picked me up. I used the Uber.
Yeah.
My car was giving me issues. I had to leave it there, but your car.
I'm gonna tell you things you don't want to know, because I always used to have this 3-factor thing that I always used to say, like, if you ask me, I always used to tell you the truth.
Okay.
And trust me, you come along as the rude guy, as the bad guy.
Yeah.
But that's why I stopped it. And then the second time you ask me, I want to tell you again the truth. But the third time you ask me, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear, which is the lie. Yeah, sure. Which is what I would definitely do. Because the third time, I would definitely tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Because you keep asking me and I keep telling you. And you're not telling me. And you clearly you don't want to know the answer. So when you ask me, Chief, I'm downstairs. I'll be like, Chief, I'm home. Next thing you're going to ask me, I'm not there. I'm not there.
Hey, Ronny, I'm sure right now your friends are revisiting your friendship. Like, this friendship status. Now I see where we at.
Now I understand.
I see where we at.
It's real, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's it for social etiquette on the Mondays.
Guys, please call me. I'll answer. Please. I'll respond. Please, I'll answer. Please.
Me, I'll answer phone calls, but your text, you can forget.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually got into a habit. How many of you text with using the voice control?
No, I haven't gone to that point yet. Not gone to that point.
You do, right? And I'm there.
Because my voice is a bit,
and some people don't like voice notes.
Yeah, some people really don't like voice notes. I've noticed.
Video calls.
And it's so
voice
video
notes
call.
Are so you must
quick.
Stop with that.
No. Video call is too far.
It's too far. I'll take voice notes because I'm also doing voice notes.
Voice notes are so quick.
9 p.m. at night. I told you I'm cooking. You want to still video call me?
Yeah, no. Video calling is.
Some people feel like they've
different.
arrived in the future. They just want to see when they talk
video
to
call is about proximity. Like, is this your friend, or you can't just.
There's some people
calling.
who video call you at 12 in the night.
Yeah.
I ask you, what you doing? Chief, I'm flying a kite to the beach. What do you think I'm doing right now, bro?
You wanted evidence with a video call. Like how? How, man? How, Sway? How, Sway? But it's fine. Man. When we come back, we're definitely going to head over to some birthdays. We're going to pick a couple of people. We're going to wish them a happy birthday. If you know somebody with a birthday, please do let us know. We're definitely going to wish you a happy birthday. I just want to wish one of the people who had a birthday over the weekend, the lovely Nazreen. Please give her some horns. It's the top right. Yeah, there we go. Top right button.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's just wish her happy birthday. Happy birthday. And August babies, yeah?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Quite a few of you guys.
Yeah, just in case we forget, because personally I forget my own birthday. It's on the 7th, guys. Yes, and I will be posting my banking details. E-wallet is the best because you got my number.
On your birthday, if I text you hi and you don't respond, that's 1,000 rand e-wallet going.
There's no, I know, definitely. I'm replying.
So you must respond to all the hi. If we just say hi, just respond.
But guys, now how many I'm supposed to reply now to the birthdays? But anyways, yeah. But shout out to Nazreen also for that. I hope she had a great weekend actually. Yeah. And she's also sharing a birthday with some incredible people around the world. Hey, we got Barack Obama. Okay, Barack Obama is today actually. But he's also in August, baby. Guys, August people are just insane, guys.
Nice.
We are just incredible people, So Barack Obama is turning 64 years old. Barack Hussein Obama, the second, is an American politician who I don't need to read this intro, guys. Come on.
Everybody knows
who he is, you know what I mean?
And then I see the Duchess of it. Can we call her the Duchess of England? Not anymore, no?
Hey, man. They renounced, by the way. Hey, guy. But it was cool though. That's such a cool
turning
name.
44 today is, of course, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is an American member of the British royal family, and of course a media personality. You might recognize her from the series Suits. I think that's where she made her. She made her impact. Of course, she's also known as an entrepreneur and a former actress. She's married to the current Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and of course the youngest son of King Charles III. Meghan was also born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
American was penetrating. They knew what they're doing, the Americans. They knew what they were doing. Like, we need some powers there.
This one's interesting. This birth is interesting.
No, you can go ahead.
Louis Vuitton himself would have been celebrating his 71st birthday today. Louis Vuitton was, of course, a French malleteur and, of course, and a businessman. He was the founder of Louis Vuitton and, of course, brand and leather goods now owned by LVMH. Prior to this, he was also appointed as a trunk maker for Eugenie de Montijo. Wife of Napoleon III. He was really connected. Napoleon. Anyone's get close to Napoleon, you must have been something really, really big. It must have been a big deal.
But it's in the 1800s. He was just a rich guy. He's very rich, very rich. But anyways, the time is exactly 2 minutes, and this is where we leave you. We'll do this again on Wednesday, and we've got quite an interesting day on Wednesday. You might want to tune in. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in from wherever you tuned in from the world. Please download the Bogart Radio app. If you just missed the whole show, you can definitely go to the catch up tab and catch up, and also just pop us a message on if you got any song request. Coming up is the come up hour, and also don't forget, if you're a musician or a DJ, you can definitely hand in your submissions of your DJ mix or your music on our www.bogartradio.co.za. Just visit the site. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. Good morning. Breakfast is served.